It's busted except for.
Bro, how smacked are you right now?
I'm fucking smacked.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your boy Team. I'm repping Turn 1 Gaming, and today we're going to be going to San Isidro Games Midnight Tournament. Yes, I said Midnight Tournament. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave the notification bells on. You don't want to miss any more of my videos. How you feel about today?
I'm tired.
How you feeling today?
I feel like I'm gonna win. You know.
We're going undefeated or what? It's round 3. How are you doing so far?
We're undefeated right now. Feeling good. Tech cards coming in clutch. Side decks changes coming in clutch.
Let's go. Currently undefeated, just beat tier element. I'm fucking tired. I want to go home. I'm not even trying to win, bro. I don't want to win, but I keep winning, and I just want to go home. Jesus! What's up, dude? Say hi. Hey.
What up, internet?
Bro, are you comboing on him?
Yeah,
He always says, I got my hands trash, and then he proceeds to fucking just rape you.
No, I'm just sitting through all these steps, man. I'm like, I didn't draw my name much.
I didn't draw a good hand. Proceed to combo for 15 minutes.
You're not wrong.
Which box did you pick? Fire the element. It's nice. Okay.
I didn't get to pick, bro.
Oh, they just gave it to you? That's sad.
This player is garbage.
I'll trade it to you for some Tostitos.
Tostitos plus! So now that it's like 5 in the morning, how do you feel?
Fuck runnings.
Did you get decked out? Yeah, oh, you did. Who'd you lose to? Minus. How about you?
Runnings today, dude. Fucking
25.
Let's go! Getting our invite. How'd you do, Eddie?
Oh, that's okay. This play game pretty instrumental. I also just couldn't see our monsters in my life.
Yeah. Chewy, how'd you do?
I got 4th.
You got 4th. What we're playing?
What?
Let's go.
Let me see that.
Gonna need that deck profile.
We need that deck profile.
We need that deck profile. Alright, so it's 5:30. Bye, Carlos. See you, bud. It's 5:30 in the morning. Just finished up doing Adrian's deck profile. We went X2 today with some Bro, I was literally playing a side deck just with the counter trap at the end. That's all I was doing.
What do you mean?
I kept fucking outlocking everybody.
Fucking
But
dick.
they kept trying to ruler me, but I had a crescendo, so they were like, and then on res, they get side locked. Yeah, I need those. So it was cool. I mean,
So what?
there are some games where we just didn't draw enough. Like any board breakers or anything, because we're not really playing any hand traps. Besides 2, but only because we play ruler, and a lot of times we just save it for our turn anyways. Because we're not trying to lose the tactics.
Yeah, yeah.
The only time I lost the tactics was to fucking punch control. Fucking asshole. All I had to do was not fucking negate the Regeki. And he would have just passed because he had nothing else.
What did you negate it with?
With
A fucking Baron or what?
with the hot red. I negated it with hot red, and then because I thought he was trying to bait me so that he can just ruler me. Good night, champion. Any final thoughts, Ramon?
I would have thrown the running player.
What?
Played him.
Oh, if you played him, yeah. Any final thoughts, Walter, for tonight? How did it go?
I went well.
So I made a lot of money today. Let's go. Because I'm going to the Gucci store. Oh, look, the sun's almost coming up.
Hey, yo. What? I need sleep.
Alright, we're leaving. Oh man, it's fucking early.
Damn, bro.
My alarm to go to work went off like 5 minutes ago. And thank God I don't go to work today. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Q-Tip, get your ass over here. Fucking bitch. Alright guys, I'm going to give you guys a deck profile that I played for the event. We went X2, it was 6 rounds of Swiss, and then it was standings only. We didn't play top cut or anything, otherwise we would have been there till like 7 or 8 in the morning. We didn't want that, we wanted to go home as early as possible. So this is the deck profile. Orcus Adventure Punt is what I played. So 40 card main deck, 15 card extra, 15 card side deck. Let's get into the main deck. Starting with the Orcus cards, we played 3 Girsu. This card by himself is a full Orcus combo on his own. A lot of the times, the way that we try to play this out is that we actually want to mill this off a ruler and then add it to our hand, because we do have a way to special it from the hand. Moving on, we play 3 of the Orcus Nightmare. I really just want to open something that I can discard off of any of the punk cards or anything off of the adventure package, because these cards are pretty much free discards in a sense. So playing 3 of Nightmare is really good, and then also this will give you any other Dark Machine that you need. And then moving on, we're playing 2 of the World 1. I played 2 because a lot of times I actually draw this card. So sometimes sending it off a gear suit will trigger it in the grave to summon the one from the hand. So it gives you a free extender at sometimes. But a lot of times this is the card you're going to shuffle back off of Galatea. Then we play the 1 Simple Skeleton. I've actually debated on bumping this card up to 2. There was a few times where it did come up, but then again it could have just been me not managing my resources properly. And then we play the 1 Brass Bombard. Now if we mill this off a ruler, great, but we can also summon this off a Hulk. And this card, pretty much you banish to summon an Orcus from the hand, which lets us summon Girsu or any other Orcus from the hand, Nightmare and things like that. Alright, so that's going to be the Orcus monsters. Moving on to the Punk engine, we just played the 1 Almond, 1 Deer Note, and the 1 Foxy Tune. I didn't want to see these cards too much, especially with the Brave engine. I didn't want to have to normal summon it. Although there was more than a few times where I had to actually normal it and actually just keep playing. And then to complement the package, we are playing the Cyclops package. Then we're playing the adventure stuff. So 3 Water Enchantress, pretty standard. This card gets you Rite of Artemisia, one of the better cards of the last format. And then the 1 Griffin Rider, which is a negate every turn if you have the opportunity to search it. This is pretty standard. Nothing. I don't think I would change anything of this. There was a few rounds where I saw too many of them, but it's okay. We actually ended up winning that. And then the only 2 hand traps we play are DD Crow, for a few reasons. One is because it's a dark, so we can mill it and add it to the hand off a ruler. but also more importantly, you can use this card on your own turn. A lot of times I like to save my hand traps, or my hand trap specifically Crow, for my turn, because I don't want to get hit by triple tactics count talents, which is very popular in this format. And a lot of times one hand trap is not even enough. So just the Crow to be able to use on my turn to be able to disrupt my opponent. It works really good against tier element, and then it can come up against Sprite when they tribute Toad and then they try to summon it back with Elf. Alright, moving on to the spells. We do play quite a bit of them. We play the 3 right. This gives you the token. It gives you this card's really good because it gives you the Faithful, and it lets you discard from the hand. So a lot of times you want to be discarding those Orcus cards that you drew. And then we play 3 Dark Ruler. We don't really play hand traps besides the Crow, but I actually consider Crow a going second card than actual hand trap, because I never use it on my opponent's turn. So Dark Ruler is very prominent in this format. You have to kind of play it just because there's a lot of decks out there that just say no. And then the 3 E-Telly, this is probably one of your best archers because you can summon the Xiamen, and then Ruler can get you into your combos for Orcus. Okay, and then of course you have to play Droplet. I play 2 Droplet. I would play the 3rd one, but I don't have the 3rd one, so we just played the Chalice. I never really drew it, so I never got a chance to see if it was good or not. But the Droplet was always good, discarding a bunch of Orcus cards. And then we played the 1 Orchestrated Return. It gives us a mine out. Then for consistency, Foolish Burial. This is for both Adventure and for Orcus. Whatever you need to see, this card is very flexible, mandatory card in this deck, I believe. The 1 Adventure to go with the rest of the Brave package, and then of course the 1 Draco back. And then rounding out our 1-Us, we play the 1 Babel, and then the 1 Upstart Goblin. This is just, I had an extra slot. I didn't want to play Called by the Grave, but this could have easily been Called by the Grave. But I will say that every time I drew this, giving me that extra card really always helped. So I think I will stick with the Upstart for now. I wouldn't change it, but if you want to play Called by, this would be the slot you would play. And then of course the 1 Orcus Crescendo. This card it's an Omni Negate, and it's counter trap. So the only thing the only way they can stop this is with Reboot or Judgment, you know, if they got it. But this card is really good. A lot of times this is how you protect your Scythe Lock combo. So you set this off of Galatea. Obviously your Galatea will be on field, and then they'll try to like Dark Ruler or Droplet or whatever. You'll just negate it, and then on the resolution you go Hulk, and then you do your little Hulk stuff. Let's go. So that's gonna be it for the main deck. It's 40, I believe it's 40. It might be 41. We're gonna start off with the Link 4. We're gonna go into the extra decks. We played the Access Code. I made this quite a bit. So you always make this turn 3 after your opponent just passes. After you Scythe Lock them, and then you just kill them. 1 Appaloosa. I didn't make this as much because apparently I prioritize the Scythe Lock over the Appaloosa. So in theory this card is good because against certain decks it works really well, but a lot of the times for those same decks you'd rather just hit them with a Scythe Lock. They can't play, and then you could just OTK them on the next turn. So this card will probably get cut more than likely. And then for the Link 3s, we played the 1 Long Gearsu. This card was it was okay. It didn't really come up. The only time this really comes up is if you get mined and you have a lot of monsters on the field. You link climb into this, and then you go ahead and you Orcus return sending this, and then draw 2 if you have too many bodies. So that's the only way. In theory, that's the actual reason why I have this. But the effect to send does come up. Sometimes a lot of people don't expect it. They don't play around it. Then we play the 1 Unicorn because this is generic removal. Also, you can we play IP, so you can set up that 2019 Orcus board. Moving on to Link 2s, we did play 2 Galateas. I definitely think the second one is very necessary. The first one you definitely use it for this is part of your end board, ending on 1 Galatea with the Crescendo. But the second one does come up just to kind of gain your resources and link climbing and things like that. Then we played the 1 Halki Firebrax. This card is definitely part of the combo, summoning either the Jet Synchron or the Brass Bombard, depending on how our hand is and then what we milled off of Chaos Ruler.
But yeah, this card pretty much is if this resolves, you end on side block because you summon the Jet Synchron. If your hand is really need to be there, then you go ahead, you just link away the Synchron, discard, summon back, make Dagda, and there you go, you got a side block. So you're definitely playing Dagda. And then the Masquerena does come up sometimes, just to protect from destruction, you know, especially with people playing like to the topologics and things like that. And then we played the one Enema. This is for the Jet Synchron and also the Breast Bombard if we need to link it away, things like that. And then moving on to the Synchro monsters, where we played the one Chaos Ruler. Sometimes I really want to play a second one. And then of course we played the one TG Wonder Magician for the Scythe Lock combo, and then the one Hot Red. You make this if you hard draw the Sanctum, or not the Sanctum, if you hard draw the Scythe, or if you mill it off of this and it forces you to excavate this, to add the Scythe to the hand. So then you go ahead and you end on this with Halv. And then we played the one Dingirsu. The second one didn't really come up because a lot of the time you're just OTKing on turn 3, the next turn. The one card that didn't come up for me at all was Zeus. So in theory, this is a good card, but I probably would play the Dark Charmer here, or a second Dingirsu, but definitely the Appaloosa can be the Dark Charmer. The Dark Charmer was the card that I missed for the tournament. There was a lot of scenarios where Dark Charmer would have saved my butt. So, because summoning Draco Stapelia from your opponent's grave is definitely pretty strong against Tier Element. So, yeah, something I would consider cutting there. And then let's move on to the side deck. Alpha Master of Beast. This card put in work post side game 2 and 3. Mostly game 3, but game 2 and 3 this card did put in work. Being able to summon itself and jump over sprite boards is really good. And then to complement that, we did play the 3 Kaiju, the Dark Kaiju. So a funny thing is that these were actually originally Gamma Seals, just because of the attack, you know, you want to be able to jump over it. But I was playtesting with Alex, and I failed to realize that Gamma Seal is an Aqua. So he just used it as a fusion material to make it get Kalos, and I was like, yeah, I'm never playing that card again. It's gonna have to be either this or Godarla or some other Kaiju, as long as it's not Gamma Seal because it's an Aqua. And then we're going for the back row removal. We played the 2 Twin Twisters because we can afford this card. Discarding Orcus cards is free, so we played the Twin Twisters to get the 2 for 1. And then we played the 1 Pancratops because it's like also like a Kaiju. You can out pretty much the whole sprite board with this card. And then the 1 red Reboot because there's a win button, you just OTK after that. And then for going first cards, we played Sanctum because we already play Scythe, so it gave us more flexibility. So if we drew this, I never drew this by the way. So in theory, if you draw this, you don't have to go for the Scythe Lock combo. You end on Appaloosa for 3 negates, Griffin, and Crescendo. So it just changes your end board. That's where Appaloosa comes up the most if you draw this post, like usually game 2 or 3. But I never drew this card, so I never got to do it. I never got to use it. And then of course we play the 2 Trap Tricks so that we can see it, but you know, sometimes you just don't see it. But in theory it's good. But yeah, that's gonna be the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Again, we played Punk, Adventure, Orcus. So pretty much the best way to explain it is that it's a Scythe Lock deck that ends on a Crescendo, which guarantees, not guarantees, but nearly guarantees your Scythe Lock to resolve, especially with Dark Ruler in the format. Crescendo is a really good card. That's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave the notification bells on. You don't want to miss any more of my videos. Peace.